Campaign 2013 Independence City Elections. This elections forum is a partnership of Office 112, the Independence Area Chamber of Commerce, the Buchanan County Economic Development Office, and media sponsor, the Bulletin Journal.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Welcome to the official candidate forum for the Independence City Council elections of 2013.
I remember when I took speech class, one of the rules was never get the eye contact with the teacher for fear you'd get the first straw to give the first speech. So got that out of the way, and now we're going to move on to the third ward candidates, Don Brown and Butch Hunter. Mr. Brown, you get 60 seconds to introduce yourself.
That's kind of short for me, but I'll try to keep it in there. I'm Don Brown, and we live at 207 3rd Avenue Southwest. My wife Connie and I have lived there since 1972, and a little history is I think that's the year that the Fairway built their building on that side of town, and I think Henry Funk might have been mayor that year. That's not much. But anyway, we have 3 children, David, Burdette, and Peggy, and we have 8 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren, and expecting 2 more. Connie and I have been married for 53 years. She's put up with me for 53, and I'm hoping you guys can put up with me for 4 more. So we spent 45 years in business on Main Street, so we got a little inside of what the town needs, and my wife and I have both worked on committees for the city. Right now I'm on my, I think, 10th year of being on the Planning and Zoning Committee, so I've had some experience around town of seeing some of the problems and working with it and trying to work it out, and so I guess that's probably, I don't know how close I am. I see it, oh, time's up, okay.
When that red card goes up, that means. Okay, Mr. Hunter.
I'm Butch Hunter, and I've lived in Independence all my life. In 1968, I married my wife. We've got 3 children, and we lived in the Southwest for the last 25 years over in the 3rd Ward. And I've been in business for 44 years. I've run a car wash, a gas station, body shop, car lot, towing company, and I feel that with all the business experience that I've got, I'd be a pretty good candidate for the council, knowing how to save money and where to spend money and where not to.
Thank you, Butch. Butch, look at the first question. As a council person, in your view, what is the role of the city council in the local government?
Okay, well, I figure the city council is a business, basically, and they've got to control the spending, and they have to decide which projects they want to take and which aren't worth having. Basically, they just have to run the city.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Brown, what would you say is your leadership style, and how does that fit into your possible role as a council person?
Well, I like to listen to people, I like to visit with people, and I like to listen to people, and a lot of people have got a lot of good ideas, and I think we need to listen to them more and go from there. And we've been in business, and I worked for the Independence Light and Power for 15 years, so I got to know the community better through that also. But we've been on Main Street, and we've had employees, and in fact, you probably just read the paper today, but we've had one girl for 27 years, and I think that says a lot for my wife and I both. And if I'm elected, I would like to go sit down and have coffee with all the departments, and not to micromanage them, but just to visit with them, get to know them better, and find out what they really want, because I think this is lacking in our community. So I'm about ready to get red flags, so I'll quit.
Well, you get another question on back of that, so. As a council person, in your view, what is the, sorry, Mr. Hunter, that's your question. As a council person, in your view, what is the role of the city manager in local government?
The city manager is a person that should be running the different, how should I say it? The different companies, like the water company, the light company, they should be involved in that. And they should be doing research for grants and stuff like that to help save the city money.
Mr. Brown, as a council person, what is your view on the role of the mayor in the city of Independence? And how should that person in the mayor position be involved in day-to-day operations of the city?
I don't think he should be micromanaging the departments. Should be in contact with them and see what's going on and work out some problems they may have. Hopefully there isn't any, but I know there is going to be problems when you got employees and we don't always agree with. But I guess that would be my answer to that, is not to micromanage and let them do their job, and if they got a problem, then sit down as a committee to hold the whole council and work it out, instead of having maybe sometimes I feel like there's some hard feelings with one another on the council, and that's something I'd like to get rid of and have everybody be friends. Maybe we won't agree. I know we won't always agree on the same things, but let's work them out, because there's no sense of bickering, and that's not good for anybody.
Thank you, Don. Butch, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I would say if I got elected to the Third Ward Council, I would listen to the people of my area, and I'd try to make things as the best I could for the city of Independence.
Don?
Well, yes, I'm running for Third Ward, and they'd be the people I'm representing, but we also represent the whole town, and any decision we make, whether it's for the Third Ward or whatever, is going to affect the whole town. So I think we should listen to everybody all over. And I just think that I have the ability to do that, and with our experience in business, with working with customers, and I'd like to continue that by serving on the council.
Okay, Third Ward candidates, Don Brown and Butch Hunter, thank you very much.